Is this gonna work? Hey, welcome to the Bay. I'm at Fort Mason in San Francisco. So a major part of claiming our sovereignty of self is getting our land back, right? There's like a land back movement. But really it's about reclaiming the power of ley lines, geomancy, our sacred sites, a lot of powerful structures, governmental buildings, historic monuments are on top of sacred sites that hold your power. And I'm just here to prove to you that the energy is here still to tap in, but there's like a conjure war going on. So I'm at Fort Mason, right? And I actually don't know the history of Fort Mason, need to look that up, but I bet you these buildings are not of our history, and I bet you it's at this area for a specific fucking reason. So any city halls, American statues, government buildings, churches, if you go there, light a candle, bring flowers for your ancestors, do a libation, or just sit like me with the nature surrounding it and tap into that energy, you will be able to conjure up your ancestral forces, and they will communicate with you. And even if you're not a channel like me, or a medium, or have clairvoyance or psychic or anything like that, that power will still resonate into your aura energetic field, and ancestors are in your blood, right? So that energy will still transform to you even if you don't get a clear message. And once you go into this space and be a conduit for the energy that's waiting to arrive, like they're literally here waiting for you to tap in so that they can get their voice out, so they can be ascended masters, so they can help with the energetic shift that needs to happen. But it takes us to go here and bring up the energy and cast out the opposing forces that have put their own energy fields on top of ours. So it's like, who's gonna go and clear out this fucking energy and reclaim the power that's ours? Like, it takes us to do it all over the globe so that we can shift the grid, shift the celestial architecture back from the occult geomancy that's on top of it. And it's not a lot of pressure because I've traveled to many countries. What I found is that if you already are tapped into your higher power source and you've been traveling, you've already done it. Just you existing in those spaces, but you have to be tapped into your power, is enough. Because once you go there, you're already activating what needs to be activated just by your presence, right? And it's funny because when I first came over here, it was like this man yelling. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta fight a demon today. He left, but yeah, he was saying some wild shit. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoy this view. But even more, I hope you tap into the energy sources in your own cities and reclaim the power so that it can spread to our communities. And that's basically it. Let me see if I have any questions. Looks like, I know. It also has a filter on here, so I guess it gives it more of a picturesque vibe. There's also a filter, so. But honestly, even without the filter, the view is so amazing. Where to start in DC? I mean, yeah, there's so many options in DC. I have a picture on my personal page. There's a building right next to the White House in DC. I think it's a bank. Oh yeah, banks are really powerful too. I think it's a bank, and there's a man with like a hammer, and he's like doing iron work. I don't know what building that is, but if you go to that building, there's a lot of power there that needs to be reclaimed. Anacostia River, that's a good place to start with the water sources, because once you tap into that, the water streams to other areas, so then that power can disperse. What's another good place in DC? I'm not gonna name stuff like the White House or the Smithsonian, because I actually feel like a lot of those places are actually activated already for some weird reason. If you look up Benjamin Banneker and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of DC is already activated. But I think we need to tap into the water sources at DC. I remember I was in this Uber in DC, and this man was like, you know, if you ever wanted to do something to take out the whole city, this right here is a reservoir. And I was like, I don't know what energy he picked up on, but to me that was a message that we need to tap into the water source in DC. So go to the water and send me a video. Hey, so you already at Anacostia, so hey. There's Potomac too. That Potomac Bridge, they change the name of that bridge every 15 years. And usually it's a name that has to do with us. So I feel like there's a lot of power on that bridge. Like literally go on top of that bridge and conjure up our ancestors on that bridge. Because they're doing some sorcery with that bridge for sure. The Potomac Bridge, that bridge that goes from like Georgetown to Alexandria or whatever. There's a lot of power on that bridge. Hey. Alright, I'm about to go to the other side of this place and see what's popping over there.